Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Troy Munson at Infinity Whole Health. I have a lot of clients that are wondering how do I stop the fear? How do I stop the uncertainty? And it's not that we want to escape anything that's going on right now in 2020, but we do have some real ideas that we can help completely let go and cleanse the system. And so I want to give you that gift today because it's something that you can use and should use frequently. And as I get into it, you'll be like, wow, that's really quite simple and I can see how it works. And as you test it out, you'll find that it does actually work. Now, some of you that have maybe a little bit more in your face stuff going on, it's not so much the Antifa stuff or the political rivalry stuff or the viral garbage or whatever's going on, or even the smoke that's happening. There's a lot of things that we could stand on as to be afraid of, but ultimately, I've even got one client that he's going through some really serious, let's say, governmental stuff, and they're quite in his face about it. And so there's things that can be very daunting that we're in, but this technique can be used for anybody at any time in any situation, and I use it frequently. In fact, every day, many, many times a day, I will use this technique. And so I want to at least to remind you that who you are is so much greater than what you're looking at in the mirror. And if we think about it, if you're of the ilk of believing that the Creator created all of us and created us just like himself, that means he gave us everything he had, all the love, all the joy, all the peace, all knowledge, all truth has been instilled into each one of us. Why then create a body that is so limited, that forgets, that thinks it can do things wrong, and blame and shame and all this crazy stuff that goes on within, between these two little ears that seems so separated? And really the realization is that I must be much bigger than this. I've just forgotten. And that will be a talk for another time, but take that little piece and maybe run with it if you wish. We'll talk about remembering in other podcasts, but right now I want to give you a technique of how do we begin to look in the face what's going on with us and move in a different direction. So for some of you, if you don't like what's happening and you don't like what is constantly plaguing your mind, that's a great place to begin realization that you don't like it. Because the first thing I always ask my clients when they come in, they tell me some stuff that is really upsetting or unhappy story, so to speak, in their life, the first thing I ask them is this what you want? And the obvious answer is, no, I don't want this anymore. Okay, great, we've at least established that. Now we must ask the follow-up question, which is the second portion and the final portion of this technique. So first is this what you want? Obvious answer, no. And now the next question is what do you want? Some of you may not actually know what you do want, but I can help at least coach you through perhaps what is best, or at least what you may think, and all of a sudden realize, oh my gosh, that is what I want. But if you know immediately, let's say you just go for something worldly. Hey, my car is broken down. Is this what you want? No, I don't want my car broken down. Okay, what do you want? I want a car that runs beautifully for the life of my ownership of it and beyond. Great. Let's begin making that happen. Now your brain's going to come back and say, your car is sucky. And you're going to say, that's not what I'm here for. This is what I'm going for. I don't want a sucky car. I want a car that runs beautifully, perfectly for the life that I own it and beyond. And we're going to continue that until that thought no longer arises. Now, some of you have literally trained yourselves to be negative thinkers and entrenched in that concept. And it will take you some time. Now, be of good cheer. I was one of those. I literally, when I realized this and started the process, it took me 3 years to get out of it. I was 30 at the time. By the time I was 33, I was like, you know what? Pretty much every day now is amazing. Every day is a good day. And now for the last 17 years, I can pretty much continue to say that. And I've been through some horrendous things, don't get me wrong, through the 17 years. I'm not, pie in the sky, wearing the rose-colored glasses kind of thing. I'm putting it on the foundation of truth. And so if you haven't found that foundational truth, I mentioned them a little bit at the beginning, you've got to dig for that foundational truth. Are you indeed created by the Creator? Is he always with you? Could he ever possibly be somewhere that, or not be somewhere that you are? No, he's always there because he's always connected. The very source of all existence is him. And so if that's true, then everything is actually doing exactly what his will is. And that may be kind of a slap to the face of some of you. If it is, please message me. Let's dialogue it out, because it is something that you do need to work through as well, because there's some of us that feel that we've been very, very hurt. And ultimately, part of that is for our own awakening. But we're afraid to wake up to what we really are. We'd rather stay kind of hidden and just allow the world to continually abuse us. But that really isn't the fix. That doesn't help any of us. And it certainly doesn't help you. We want you rather to step into your power, to realize that this mind that is connected has tremendous authority and tremendous power to do miraculous things in your life, and to literally change things incredibly fast. You do not have to wait 3 years, by the way, if you're negative. You can literally let this happen with just, even within a few days of really concerted effort. But even those that are less effortful, but still decide to do it, even in a month, you can clear out a tremendous amount of debris and find, my gosh, I am really quite happy and at peace and still. But let's take a really tough negative event. Let's say that something is, going after you, and it's really in your face right now all the time. Let's say that you've got a house being foreclosed, people are coming to take your stuff, and they're writing you nasty letters, and you're getting 3 or 4 letters every single day, and it's just piling, more and more debris on your head because there's just tremendous worry. It is actually pretty easy to look at that and ask the question, is this what you want? And to be able to say no becomes hopefully pretty easy for you. But then to be able to paint the picture of what you do want becomes really, really important at that moment. Now, you may find the moment that you say what you want, immediately all that worry comes flooding back into your head, and you literally have to say once again, 2 seconds later, is this what you want? No, but I do keep thinking about it. But I'm just asking, is this what you want? No. What do you want? This is what I want. And paint that picture again. You may have to do that over and over until finally your mind, you'll find a small amount of peace building. Because let's say that I'm sitting here with all of these letters on my lap about bill collectors, blah, 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 everybody coming after me. But none of them are here right now. That's all a figment in your mind. Now, I'm asking you to practice now, because what happens if you do go out in public and you find yourself in the middle of a protest and they're coming after you? But your mind immediately says, is this danger what I want? No, it isn't. You will find something miraculous happen to you, almost guaranteed. But you must be at a point where you have practiced enough to now weather that storm when it comes, when it is right in your face. So begin the process now. You will only benefit by doing it now, and allow a beautiful life that is waiting for you to come to you. So plan on that. Allow the world to stay out there, but in here where you have total control, be at perfect peace, be at perfect love, be at perfect happiness and understanding. Find out what happens. It is amazing. Until next time, I'm Dr. Troy Munson on Revealing Wholeness. Thank you.